don't do videos of the lawn sprinkler system. I am going to check it after they leave. It looks like I'm going to be able to. I can't believe it. Leave on calling. I can't even hear the doorbell. Oh, there it goes. Okay. This is the interior video. I'm going to kind of come through here. I've tested all the receptacle outlets that I could reach and see if they're working. We tested the bringers too. Coming all along. This is the door to the garage. And in an earlier video, I mentioned that it was adjusted out so the door would not close on its own accord, and that is simply not the truth. We do not have a self-closer on this door. This door to the garage, most of the things we care about is on this side. Is on this side of the door. I got a little sermon about that baked into another the garage overhead door opener video actually. So, but no, we should have a spring on this door. Oh, code doesn't require the yes, actually it does. Well, we don't require it here. Yeah, actually it is required. Well, we made it, no. You should have a self-closing spring on this door. It's not expensive to do it right. Okay? I don't know why everybody wants to spend, I guess they have more time than money, and they want to have this big discussion about whether a spring belongs on this door when we all know that it does. So, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm bothering to take my time to bring it to your attention. You know? I'm bothering to taking my time to write it into the report. I'm signing my report. So, moving on along. Are you crabby today, bud? I don't know. I guess I am. We're in the laundry area. GFCI protected. Should be labeled. Hot and cold aren't labeled. The clothes dryer length is not labeled. It's 4-prong electric. I tested that. I got power and grounding at the right places. I wasn't here when they wired it. Our fans all seem to be acting and going as they should. This would be the entry closet. We call this the coat closet next to the laundry, next to the front door entry in here. And we're just moving on along. This is the great family room. Okay, the living room. Everybody's got a different name for it these days. That's the name. That's the great family living room. This is the refrigerator nook, GFCI protected. These are, now the thing about the electric receptacle outlets on these is they do not have goof rings installed behind them. That's what the tradespeople call them, because that's probably what they think about them. But it's, I heard a code inspector the other day call it a spark suppression ring. And that's pretty good. I got some links in the report that show how to do this by a pretty handy girl. I think that's her handle that she goes on YouTube. And she can teach you how it's supposed to be done. So the suppression rings, okay? They cost about $3 a piece. That's like $9. No, they're going to charge you more. They're going to charge you sales tax. That's how they get you. All right? But for less than $20, it could have been done right, correctly. We're in the pantry. Man, I could put some spices in here. Oh, there's the pantry light. Luminaire. The oven is gas cooktop. Oven has a gas oven. The range has a gas cooktop. The range has a gas oven and an electric broiler. The microwave, I said we got a whole video about this. But I can't say it enough. That is not a fire blocking plate. No. That's not even a discussion. And my phone's just going crazy. Alright, went to voicemail. Okay, that's a good place for it. Coming in here, these receptacles are also on the kitchen circuit, which is allowed. I don't understand it completely, but nobody pays me to understand things. They pay me to report on things. So I'm reporting on it. Turn the light off. There we go. They are on the GFCI circuit to the kitchen. And just like this one is labeled. See that little label? That's what I've been talking about all day. And I know it's ugly. I'd peel them off if it was me. But all these GFCI receptacle outlets, those three right there, some in the garage, the ones in the bathrooms, they should all be labeled as GFCI. These windows are fixed. When we say that a window is fixed, it means that it is not articulate. You cannot raise it or lower it. It's fixed into position. So that's what fixed means. And then this is our back door going to our patio. There's GFCI out there. In the attic, we need a barrier to keep the insulation from coming. In another video, you're going to see that this ceiling right in here is hot. Okay, because we've lost our insulation, and now it's hot, and it's not operating like it should. It's just not. I've opened and closed all the windows that can be opened and closed. This is another fixed window. Excuse me. Moving on along. I want to come on, and I've done all the receptacles, kind of like I showed you over there. And this is what I use to test the dryer receptacle, by the way. And then coming in here, this is a good example as any. The manufacturer says that these doors should be painted on 6 sides. Manufacturer says that. That's the front face, that's the back face, this is the latch side style, this is the hinge side style, and then the top rail, oops, top rail's not painted. Nobody painted the top rail, nobody painted the bottom rail either. Now, what are the odds of you needing to claim a warranty on this door? Maybe there was a fire and there was a flood and the firemen came in and the doors got warped and the insurance company said, well, we cover what's not under warranty. And you go, like, your doors are under warranty, but you get your warranty voided. Well, the insurance company's not going to say, well, it's not our fault that you didn't do it right. I'm not saying that you're going to have a fire. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't know what would do that. I only know, really, I've 2 instances where the door manufacturer, actually, the second one didn't come through, but I know that was an issue. They just couldn't pay me to travel across Texas to look at a door. But door manufacturing companies will pay an inspector before they settle a claim, a warranty claim. They will pay an inspector to come out and look at the doors and make sure they were installed right. Now, to be fair and total disclosure, the 2 doors I'm talking about were front doors, but they were doors. It was a door manufacturing company. So we're on here. This is the first articulate window we've come up to, against, for, whatever. And this is the way I inspect. Oh, they locked it for me. I left it unlocked so that it would remind me to open and close it and to lock it, because I'm locking it. And speaking of which, I guess I could catch this anytime, but I have set the thermostat to 72 cool. All right, that should be good enough. This is a tight house. We can't let it go. I mean, we shouldn't let it go unair conditioned for a very long time. So whether it's heating or cooling, you know, this house was designed for central air conditioning. This was designed as a tight house, an energy efficient house, and that works with it. It's all part of the system. And so you got your capital, you know, your system, your skeletal system, your muscle system, your circulatory system, your lung system. Well, what's the name? I was looking for the name of that. Okay. Here we are. This is the primary bedroom. At one time it was called the master bedroom. Nobody liked that. Oh, no. Then they said, well, we've got to call it something else. Let's call it the owner's bedroom. No, that's worse. That's worse. And then the next week, then they were calling it the parents' bedroom. And then had class going like, no, my parents live in the other room. I live in this room. So multi-generational homes. So it's either called, by most builders today, this will either be called the first bedroom or it will be called the primary bedroom. I like the primary bedroom suite. It covers everything. And that was an arbitrary decision that I made up and I like, and I'm running with it from my business model. Unlike hand labeling the electric load center, I did not make up that. That's a thing. So, but here we are in the shower, and there's another video about that in the shower running. I ran a lot of water because we had plumbing problems. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. These are all GFCI protected. Bathroom fan, everything goes down, supposed to go down. And I got a little blue tape out here. Now, all home inspectors are required to render an opinion about the foundation. It's a new home. You wouldn't think it would have very many problems, okay? But I'm still supposed to render an opinion. That does not make me an engineer. Okay, home inspectors should stay in their lane. I'm a firm believer in that, although I do use some engineering equipment. I also rely on the doors, they're new. I also rely on the windows, they're new. I also rely on the walls, they're new. So really, the only thing I'm left with is to measure the foundation. And so, what I use is a guideline. I did not calculate slope, I'm not an engineer. I did not calculate slope, I'm not doing spec, tolerances. A lot of people use words like that. I'm using guidelines. No more than 1 inch of floor height elevation differential over 25 feet. That's good enough for FHA. That's good enough for my client. No more than 2 inches overall. One of these companies that makes the measuring devices like I use is the guideline that they had for home inspectors. I use a little better equipment now, but if you're making this type of equipment and it's a guideline that's been more or less established for home inspectors, then let's go with it. No more than 2 inches. But I really don't need to go through all that, but I like to talk, I guess, rambling and abandonment issues. But I'm not getting 1 inch difference over the entire floor. I'm not getting more than 1 inch, not more than 1 inch within 25 feet, not more than 1 inch overall. This floor is just about as level as you would expect today. And that's good information to know, because if you have the house measured later and the differences are larger, then it would be reasonable to assume that it got to a different location because it moved to a different location. It just makes sense. It's good information for my client to have. But my opinion of the house, as it is today, it's supporting the foundation is supporting the superstructure. Foundation seems to be doing good. I don't have a problem with the foundation. I got some trees that are a little bit too close, and that's about it. It's going to be on there. Also, I got to disclose that I did not do the pre-drywall inspection on this home. I did not do the pre-pour foundation before they placed the concrete. So I did not see the foundation being made as a baby, being made and crafted into a little add-on foundation. I didn't see that, but the foundation is pretty good. This is also a time during the inspection, you may not know this, but this is the last video that I'm going to do today. And I'm going to look at the lawn sprinkler system, but I'm not going to use the video for that. So this is the time when I like to say thank you, dear client. Thank you very much for your trust in your business. Those things mean the world to my family and I. So thank you very much. A good Google review goes a long way for a small businessman like myself. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a like button down there somewhere. And, if you got a chuckle from it, or if you learned something, or if you learned something and got a chuckle from it, there's a like button down there. And if you got insomnia, I'm told that my mellow, soothing radio voice just calms people right down, is what I heard. And so if you have trouble, if you got, sleep apnea or insomnia or something, then, there's a subscribe button right there. I'd just be as proud as Pete, as proud as Punch. Comments are welcome, and comments are responded to, and until I get, and that will never happen, but until the time should come that I am overwhelmed with comments, but as it is, I don't get any, so, I could use a little education, school me right down there in the comments. And dear client, about this house, you can call me. We've worked together before. You can call me, and let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if I can answer your questions. There's another window, and I remember opening this, but I don't remember that. That's the spring tension piece right there. We're just going to leave that out. No wonder you're a little stiff. Failed under testing. I opened every window and locked every window. I don't want to keep that, but I want to come back and take a still image of that. Well, actually, that'd be double work. We'll just do this way. We got more than one camera. There's more than one way to skin a cat. 2 phone notifications. Wow. Not on my client's died. There you go. I'm sorry that thing fell out. That'd be pretty easy for a glazier to fix that. I'll leave that up, open like that. In fact, I'll put some blue tape on it. Why not? This is my... Home inspectors do not do the blue tape thing, man. It's not what we do. As a courtesy, I encourage my client to do the same. Get you some blue tape and come out here and just tape it up. Okay, we're still moving. Doors not sealed. Smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms are located in the proper locations. What did I do? Smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms are located in the proper locations. Moving on along. Ooh, okay. Speaking of which, do I see any ceiling fans in here? Yes, there's one ceiling fan in the great family living room that I will operate before I leave. And this is the last room or the first room, depending. It's the closest room to the street. The house faces east. It's the east bedroom. It's not the middle bedroom. It's not the primary bedroom. So it's a 3-bedroom home. So this is it could be the first bedroom or the third bedroom or the east bedroom or the guest bedroom. Oh, I've been in here. Getting lazy. Check it out. Client.